Most people think they have a financial plan. Then their car breaks down, or they lose a shift, or the landlord gives them 30 days notice, and suddenly the plan is gone, because there was never a foundation underneath it. An emergency fund is not a savings goal. It is the thing that stops one bad week from becoming 6 months of debt. And in Sydney, where rent alone can run $600 a week, most people have the wrong number, the wrong account, and no real system. Today, we fix all three. The average Australian has less than $1,000 in accessible savings. A lot of people earning good salaries, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, are one unexpected bill away from going backwards. Not because they are reckless, because nobody told them the actual number they need, or where to put it. So let us start with the number. The general rule is 3 to 6 months of essential expenses, but that number is useless without Sydney math behind it. Your essentials are rent, groceries, transport, utilities, and your phone. Nothing else. Not subscriptions, not dining out, not your gym membership. Just the things that keep you housed, fed, and employed. For most people renting in Sydney right now, that number lands somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. At $3,500, your minimum buffer is $10,500. Your real target is $21,000. That is not a flex, that is the floor. If you are renting in the inner suburbs, adjust up. Rent at $650 a week is over $33,000 a year. Your emergency fund needs to cover that gap if income stops, not your credit card. Now, here's where most people get this wrong. They hear $21,000 and they shut down. They think it is impossible, so they do not start. And then the car breaks down anyway, and they put it on Afterpay. The number is not meant to scare you. It is meant to give you a target. And targets are built 1 month at a time. I want you to hear this clearly. Your emergency fund is not an investment. Do not put it in ETFs. Do not lock it in a term deposit. The moment you need it that day. Not in 5 business days after a market dip. Not after a 90-day term expires. Liquid. Accessible. Boring on purpose. In 2026, high-interest savings accounts in Australia are paying between 4.5 and 5.2%. ING Savings Maximizer, Ubank Save, Macquarie Savings. All legitimate, all accessible, all beating inflation at current rates. Pick one. Open it today. Name it something that reminds you what it is for. Keep it completely separate from your everyday account so you do not casually spend it. The separation is not just psychological, it is structural. Out of sight, slower to touch. Now here is the actual build plan. If you are starting from zero, here is what this looks like on a real Sydney salary. Month 1. Open the account. Transfer $1,000 if you can, $500 if you cannot. Just open it and put something in. Month 2 onwards. Automate a transfer on the same day your pay hits. $500 a month minimum. At $500 a month, you hit your minimum buffer of $10,500 in just under 2 years. At $750 a month, you are there in 14 months. The automation matters more than the amount. Because the people who say they will transfer it manually almost never do. Set it. Forget it. Let it build. Here is what I did not know when I arrived in Sydney. I thought the emergency fund was something you built after you had started investing, after you had figured out super, after you had sorted everything else. I had it completely backwards. The emergency fund is not step 5. It is step 1. Every other financial move you make, the ETFs, the super optimization, the tax strategy, all of it sits on top of this. Without it, one bad month undoes months of progress. Build the floor first, then build everything on top of it. Here is what we decoded today. An emergency fund in Sydney means $10,000 to $21,000 in a high-interest savings account, separate, accessible, and not invested. The number comes from your actual monthly essentials, not a generic internet rule. The build plan is simple. Automate a fixed transfer the day your pay arrives. Do not touch it. Do not invest it. Let it sit there doing its one job. If this is the kind of content you've been looking for, subscribe to Paycheck Decoded. Every video is built for Australia, real numbers, real strategies, no filler. Next up, we talk about the FD trap. Why the savings habit your parents swore by is quietly losing you money every single year. That one is worth watching immediately.